Hey guys, Philly here, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to re-update you guys on how to solo Ultra Instinct Goku and Ultra Ego Vegeta. I'd made a video on this previously, but the problem is they sort of changed the game a little bit and made it a little bit harder to do. So in order to do this, pretty much what you want to do is you need a couple things. So first of all, this is my skill loadout. You need this ability. The physical block is a must. Now you may be like, well, that doesn't make sense. Why are you using physical block? Well, for some reason, I don't know if this is a bug or whatever the hell's going on here. Physical block and energy block are completely reversed. So it says here in energy block that it reduces incoming energy damage by 70%. That's actually what physical block does. Now, I don't know why that's a thing or why it's like that, but I'm going to show you and it will make a lot of sense later on and I'll prove it. But anyway, let's get straight into things. Okay guys, like always, you want to make sure that you are fused and you're using the best form in the game. Now, you just want to max out your stats. Now, if you're a not max player, you can still do this if you're good enough. This does require just a pretty high amount of skill and reaction time. It is still very difficult though. I'm not gonna lie, this is a very difficult thing to do. You have to take some time to get used to. You just have to be like kind of good and kind of get used to it. I've been trying it and I've been getting very good at it, so I thought I was good enough to show you guys now how to actually do it. I'm gonna skip forward on this video just purely because this whole thing, the first phase of the boss isn't really necessary, so I'll see you when we get to the second stage. Alrighty guys, we are on the second stage now, so pretty much as soon as you transform, you want to go in straight into your technique, purely because it is very, very bad. If you do not, you'll miss out on all the health. Pretty much, Hellzone Grenade, you don't need to worry about that move too much. It doesn't do that much damage, so you shouldn't be okay. Now, Stardust Breaker is a very dangerous move. You don't want to be near walls when he's using it, and you want to make sure you dash every single time. As soon as he hits Tri-Beam like he is now, you want to use Physical Block. Look how much damage I didn't take. I practically took 0 damage. I only took damage afterwards when he used another ability, but pretty much, you want to make sure you're blocking Tri-Beam, and you want to make sure you're blocking Energy Wave. Stardust Breaker, always dodge it. There's no need to block it. You want to avoid that ability altogether. Death Beam, I would recommend after they use something like an ability, like Tri-Beam, you hold the block just a little bit longer, because sometimes they like to Death Beam immediately afterwards, and then just chunk you with a bunch of damage. This time he didn't actually do it. You can see this really does drain a lot of your energy, and you need to be charging up quite frequently. I'd recommend getting the Droid Tail if you don't already have it, because it gives you such a large amount of energy. Make sure you're using your Scythe, make sure you're using all your abilities, but don't spam them too much because you want to be able to see what he's doing. When he's using stuff like that, you can ease a free ability off. But as you can see guys, I've got pretty good health at the moment. And I'm doing very well. Like, my energy is getting pretty low, but that's okay because we can just charge it up. Usually I charge my energy when he's using like the big energy wave abilities, but he doesn't seem to be using it right now, so it's fine. But as you can see, there's another Stardust Breaker. You want to avoid that one. You don't want to get hit by that because that will hurt. That probably does the most damage if it's fully maxed. If they fully charge a Stardust Breaker, that thing will hurt the most out of everything. But it's so easy to dodge that it's not really that much of an issue. Okay, as soon as he... Okay, I couldn't dodge that one, unfortunately, because that's very unfortunate. But it didn't do that much damage because it wasn't charged up properly. But you want to normally dodge that and wait for it to get fully charged. Now it's another Stardust Breaker. Okay, that hit me, so you don't want to get hit by that, because that hurts. Now, obviously, guys, this isn't perfect, right? You're still going to take damage no matter what. Is he charging something like this up? Is usually I wait for it to get a bit bigger, and then I will just block, because I don't want to get hit by that. That will just deal so much damage to me. But it takes a bit of time to get used to, guys. Definitely learn how to do it. I've obviously had a lot better runs than this, but yeah. I definitely would say that you need to take some time to learn it, because it looks easy, but it's actually kind of difficult because sometimes they're pretty unpredictable. But guys, that is pretty much how I solo Ultra Ego Vegeta. I'm going to get straight into Goku so you guys can see that it's not different between the two. Anyway, let's get right into that. Alrighty guys, we are back and we're going to go into the Kakarot place and I will farm him up. Pretty much Kakarot is the same thing. He dodges a bit more often, but he doesn't do as much damage, I don't think. So there's not much of a difference. I actually think Kakarot's a little bit easier, purely just because of the arena's a bit nicer. I know that kind of sounds weird, but when you're dodging Stardust Breaker in this arena, it's a lot easier. But anyway, I'm going to skip past this first phase so you guys can just, I'll speed it up, and then we'll get into it when we get to the second phase. Okay guys, we're pretty much at that phase now, so what we're going to do is we're going to get right into it straight. Same thing we did before, pop our technique straight away, and pretty much just lay on beams and be careful for what he is using. As you can see here, he's tri-beaming straight away, so I've got an energy block, which is really annoying if he does that straight away because I lose so much time on my technique, but unfortunately that's just what you got to do in order to actually beat this guy solo without players helping you, because it can be very difficult solo if you don't know the right techniques and whatnot. The energy scythe is really good for this because they don't seem to charge abilities when you're hitting them with an energy scythe. At least I haven't seen that so far. Again, he's tri-beaming, so I just want to block that. Like, look how much reduced damage I'm taking. I take barely any damage from stuff like that, and you want to be careful with Stardust, because as I said before, okay, that was just stupidity. I got hit by that because I'm an idiot. But pretty much avoid that the best you can. It does take some time to learn it a little bit, but yeah, you want to avoid that big time because that does hurt a lot, as you can clearly see. Alright, I gotta avoid this one because that hurts too. Also, you do get a massive boost from, like, when your technique runs out, you get a ton of health back, which is really, really helpful. So definitely, like, that's why we use it at the start, because if you take a lot of damage right at the start of the fight, then it's not that big of a deal. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I definitely recommend having the Droid Tail. The Droid Tail is such a big, like, help for when doing this. Okay, see, that time, stuff like that, you can't actually dodge, because obviously he just hits you with it straight away, and there's no chance that you're able to dodge it, which is just really, really unlucky, but you kind of just have to brunt it, and then, yeah, hope he doesn't keep doing it. Sometimes you get really, really unlucky, and there's, like, nothing you can do, and you will just die. We are getting a bit close here, as you can see, but I think I'll be able to clutch it through. Alright. Alright, so usually when he's doing this, I will usually charge, but I have enough energy that I'm not too worried about it, but I'm going to block now because that is going to hurt. As I said before, though, the Hellzone Grenade barely does any damage. You should really, really use abilities while he's using that, because it does take a while for him actually to use it. And the Energy Scythe is great. The Energy Scythe is, like, literally one of the best abilities here. Oh. Oh, my energy. Okay. Yeah, cutting it close on the energy department there. But it's all good. We recovered. Oh, Stardust again. Avoid the walls when he's using Stardust the best you can, because they will hurt. Those walls, if it'll clip the wall and it'll clip you as well because of the AoE. So you really, really want to avoid that, because, yeah, trust me, it will hurt a lot. I think we'll be okay here. Yep. Sweet. There we go. So that's how you guys beat Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego in the new update after the skill immunity. It's a lot harder now, as I said before. It does take a lot more time as well, and a lot more practice. You can't just stun them every time they start to use a powerful ability. But nonetheless, it's pretty simple. Make sure you're using physical block, not energy block. I don't know why it's like that, but yeah, it's kind of bugged out at the moment. I think it's been like that for a very long time. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time.